Hey y'all, I'm in Autauga County. I found me a little creek here. I went to one at another place and I forgot about the hurricane rain again. And sure enough, that joker was flooded over and I couldn't get down to it. So I wandered around and found me a spot. I've never been down here. There's some pretty interesting stuff. I've been down here a minute. Decided I'd make a short one. I'm gonna do 2 or 3 this week. Might even start doing more. Gets me out of the house. You see that? That is heavy. Let me rinse it off. Man, it's got some pretty lines in it. I'm gonna take that home with me. About to buy me a cab machine. So I'm gonna start picking up stuff just to do test. I've never been down here, but that's a good start right there. I have found something that looks a little bit like that before. Put it up. See what else we could possibly have going on. Usually if I find one, I get another one right there in the spot. That's some of that, I call it striped. It's like crystal. When you start working it, it gets clear. If I start making cabs, I'll come down and pick up a whole bunch of that because, man, it works real quick. It cuts real good without cracking. And you can put it on them wheels and it'll polish up so quick. It's not a lot of work to it and it turns out really nice. Real nice. I always check this for crystals. See, you can see that growing right there. Sometimes you can pull that up. It'll just have a big spot of that. Just strange how that them lines go through there and they black. Don't know what it is about people, but we want something that's different. Not the same old thing. Now I've seen something that got my attention over here. Oh, that. It's an odd shaped little rock. There. Most everything you pick up is not going to be something that you want to keep. This is all brand new stirred up is why I wanted to get down in here, because this whole place flooded out. And I mean, it hit the banks and went over and closed down the whole area around it. That'd be pretty if it was polished. I've polished some of that before. Actually found it opalized inside and had all kind of colors in it. I'd like to find a nice piece of petrified wood. And I am sure it's had some rockhounds down in here. But you know how it is. Don't find everything. And it's hard to look when you feel like you need to find something quick. And that ain't happening. I found one. I'm gonna get me a saw. Look at there. It's got that's a beautiful little rock. That white. I don't know what that is. Got a little dent in it. Looks like snake skin. That is a beautiful little rock. The color of it's just amazing. You're gonna have to keep that one. Polish that up and it's gonna be something else. Well, found me another one like that. I see some more big old pile of it down there. I'm gonna hit it. But I don't want to move too fast. Sometimes I look ahead of myself and I just take off. And I think about how much did I miss just walking away like that. I follow a lady on TikTok, and man, she finds arrowheads everywhere. And I would love to find an arrowhead. I think before I realized what it actually looked like, I mean, I know what an arrowhead looks like, but worked rock, I think I've picked up quite a bit of it and not realized what I had in my hand. Threw it down or give it away. I give a lot of that stuff away. That's something else. That whole bank, and I found one thing, maybe two. Yeah, two things. But it's all right too. And I got plenty of time. There's a hole in that. It's odd. Like something grew out of it. Look how pretty that is. Found a bunch of Native American stuff in Tennessee when I was younger. There's my famous clay. It looks like a great rock every time. It'll sure get you bent down picking it up. And find out you ain't got nothing. I know all this flooded out down here. I've been looking at it since it did it in the beginning of the year. That's pretty. Sure enjoyed Karen's show. I'm ashamed of myself. I don't know the name of her channel, but I know her name. Man, she picked up some opal in I believe she said South Oregon. And that stuff is beautiful. I really did like it. Make you want to pack up your vehicle and head west. It's weird to start having dreams after you done settled in. Wished I'd have known about these rocks when I was young, in my 20s, because I'd have sure geared towards it. There ain't nothing in the world better than something you can pick up like this. It's like treasure. Shoot, I like to find nickels. If I'd have known I could pick up rocks people liked and people wanted, I'd have sure had a yard full of them. There's the Quartz Crystal. You'd be able to see right through that if the sun was blazing, which I am not complaining. I am so glad it's not hot out here. Now that's beautiful. I don't know if you can see that. It is red and it's just full of beautiful little stones. Like, I don't know what that is. I'm gonna keep that. Never seen that before. That's amazing. Uh-oh, there's a moved one. Could be somebody already down here before me. Come on, be a rock, be a rock, be a rock, be a rock. Nope, it's a piece of wood with a little snail in it. That's all right. There. I have found some nice pieces of petrified wood not far from here. This is on the other side of where I usually go to. I know this ain't too exciting for some people, but if you ain't never been to Alabama and you're wondering what it might look like or some of the beautiful stuff, this is it. Y'all come along with me and see if I can find something to show you. I ain't started giving stuff away yet. I'd like to, I just hadn't really caught on enough to have enough people for something like that. A lot of times, if you see something I pick up, most likely you'll be able to comment. I'll probably give it to you. Because none of it hardly, I appreciate it and I love it. But I just really enjoy finding it more than anything else. Nothing like finding a beautiful rock. It just ain't getting it for me. I'm not able to get in my shop that I joined the club for. They're just not cooperating with me. And I can't pitch no fit. I mean, they can't do nothing about it. Nobody wants to work the shop. You think they got 3 cab machines, 2 or 3 saws in there, and nobody wants to touch it except me. And nobody wants to scream loud enough to let somebody touch it. And I stepped on a couple of toes. It's somehow somebody can be mean, rude to you. If you say something or do something about it, somehow you become the bad guy. And I have become the bad guy. And what's so bad is I warned her. I told her I was going to bring it up in the club meeting. And I did. She started denying it. Well, I had the text right there in my hand. There wasn't no denying what she said. How she cut me off. I did apologize afterwards because I just thought about it and it was not the best thing I could have done. Being rude to a lady, even though they's mean to you first. Sometimes it is just best to shut up and leave it alone. But don't seem like I'm gonna learn that lesson. I've learned it pretty good, but I still find myself in the middle of it. And can't blame nobody but me. It don't seem like nobody else got a problem with it. But I decided I'm not going to be apologizing in no public forum for something I did not do wrong. I just merely called her out on her wrongdoings. And I flat told her I was going to bring it up at the meeting. Because I was literally begging somebody to please come open that shop. And they didn't do it. They got a show coming up. And that's not going to matter because they got a bunch of leaking cab machines. They got one good one. That was what was so bad. Even when we was there, she had this saw the whole time. And she had the best cab machine. And she finally got up and let me use the cab machine that she was using. Because I was sitting over there with a towel soaking wet. Look at that right there. Oh, that's pretty. That is one pretty flower. Beautiful. Anyway, it's supposed to be nice. I'm going to quit complaining. I'm going to buy me a cab machine and a saw and set up my own to-do. And I won't have to wait for nobody to come do nothing. I'll do it myself. It's like I said a long time ago, if you want something done right, do it yourself. Look at there, there's a brick wall built in here. Couldn't imagine what that's about. I'm gonna go back down here. About no sand. Somebody's deck. Be nice to find a piece of driftwood. Magnetite. So I'm thinking this is not where my good stuff is coming from. It is not here. I didn't move that around none. That water feels good. I don't think I'm gonna step off in that deep. No, I ain't getting in that. I wanted to go see that cave in over there, but that ain't happening. Alright, y'all, I'm gonna hang it up. I'll take a few pictures. Anything I find, You know how we do, we'll show it anyway. Y'all have a blessed day. I'm just gonna walk up this creek, try to find something.